followed D&D history for long, you're probably familiar with this. Caverns of Thracia by Janelle Jacquays and Judges Guild 1979. This is the dungeon adventure module that has become the test by which all dungeon design is measured today. We're glad that you're joining us for this adventure. Like, subscribe, and share. They have been waiting for over 1,000 years. The things that lurk beneath the waters, skulk in the darkness, and lie hungrily in the dank crypts have been patient. All around them, men and monsters bicker for the above ground. None have been bold enough to traverse the dark cavern's depths, afraid, or perhaps wise enough, to leave the forgotten vaults and hidden passages alone. And still they wait undisturbed. For you, an adventurer, are willing to brave those depths. Welcome back to Lioness, everybody, and especially welcome new players and welcome returning players. Much has happened. What session of Thracia are we on? It feels as if it feels like it's been a long time. What is this? Caverns of Thracia.
I want to say 8?
Caverns of Thracia number 11. So this is number 12. Wow. So we've had 12 weeks of campaign adventuring here. In that time, you came to Telgran, the northeastern island of the place called the Elder Isles. And Telgran is a wild place. A war recently happened here, and there's no clear ruling authority from city to city. It is a place of tension where factions are almost on the brink of fighting again. And the roads are plagued with banditry and the woods are full of monsters. This is a dangerous place. But you have heard that there is a ancient sunken city, and you found it, and it is full of treasure and full of strange things. You found statues to gods that not even the inhabitants of the Elder Isles worship. These are old and forgotten gods. While you were down there, you made a deal with a cult called the Cult of the Dark One. They obviously revere death, and they do profane, chaotic things. They raise the dead, and they experiment on people. They use corpses. And you convinced them, in a way, through magic and trickery, that you were like their chosen champions, and that you were going to find their like apostle, and you were going to raise them back to lead the Cult of the Dark One again. And you did that until and then there's this other group of beast peoples which you fought with, and half of you died in like the first session. And you pitted them against each other until you saw this opportunity during a battle to utterly turn on the cult and rob them blind and murder half of them. And you took an outrageous amount of treasure back to this little wood village, and you thought you had won, but their leader was still alive, and he raised an army of the undead, and he marched on the village of Coanmah. And then when I thought they will flee because they don't want to die and they're reasonable. And you were in fact not reasonable. And you instead, all of you raised levies of every citizen, armed them, put them in the tavern, and then flanked this army
and then put 2 spellcasters in a tower and turned that army back. Survived against a spellcaster in chainmail's combat, which is not likely, and slew them down to him. And of course, him being a spellcaster in chainmail just flew away. He literally flew. And so he survived to fight another day, and in the course of your travels and adventures, you found a competing chaos sorcerer in a tower to the south that bound one of your friends on how do you pronounce the word 𝕬𝖃𝖋𝖍𝖈𝖐𝖊𝖗? To find an evil sword. So then you went on this long quest to find an evil sword, and you did, and you found it. And you met the factions in the north and stuff. And Sparrow, the magic user, unwittingly unleashed the sword, the thing within it, by handing it over to the most powerful spellcaster, whose will was not greater than the thing in the sword. That thing is now loose. It has promised to protect Coanmah. I'm almost done. This brings us to now. You have 2 reports. While you were gone, you have sort of become the de facto leaders of this little village and its survivors. And one of the clerics put in charge an acolyte named Paul. And Paul, in your absence, has organized the city's defenses, and you've brought a bunch of money and merchants and mercenaries and stuff to the city, or to this village. And then they encountered the sorcerer's men-at-arms in the wilderness. And they tried to fight them, but the men-at-arms fled. And the men-at-arms tried to offer things to the village. And it became clear that these soldiers of the sorcerer were defending the village. And then they give you a message. It says this: your lands are secure by our hands. Your enemy, the Dark Patriarch, has been banished. He has fled. His army is defeated. The descent into Thracia is yours to take. We will defend Coanmah and its wilds by the blessing of the Lord Master. Your friend is freed from the binding I gave him. So, here you are. In the Bloody Bowl Tavern. There are adventurers here that answer to you. A good number of them. You can select from them or mercenaries to accompany you. You are the heroes of these people. It is the 10th of 𝕬𝖃𝖊𝖗𝖗. And the winds howl outside. And they tumble down the ruined buildings and the hastily built palisade outside. This whole village has kind of collapsed into a smaller thing because of the battle. A storm is coming in a couple of days. It's obvious. The storm sometime within the next few days, a storm is coming. You have this promise that the way into Thracia is secure. But you also have a lot of other things going on. And with that, let's introduce our characters, since we have a bunch of returning and new players, and then I'll toss it over to Jahan. So let's start with Jahan. Sparrow, is the group caller tonight. What does Sparrow look like? And given that who we're about to meet in a minute, Styles, is a traveling sellsword and adventurer. What would, in a sentence and a half, be Styles' impression of Sparrow?
Alright, so I'm Jahan. My character is Sparrow. She is definitely a wild woman. Very much clearly a magic user. A lot of odd trinkets, etc. Just, hanging off. Robes were a bit tattered, but now she has a finer pair that she wears. And yeah, she's the town's resident mage.
Nice. Would Styles have encountered the eyeball in the cage?
Yeah, she probably has that right now. She has a magic item it's an iron cage with an eyeball inside of it.
All right. Next, I don't have artwork of poor Valtar. That was a complicated situation. Valtar joined us. Tell us, though, what would be the sentence and a half impression of Valtar that Styles would get when he arrived in Coanmah?
I don't know. He needs to earn some XP before he earns a backstory. He's clearly a priest of the light.
I see. I already forgot that, and that's an important detail. So he's and of note, all of you are Englishmen. You are from Albion, and that is unique. You are not from Lioness. You are Outlanders. Yes. So you speak.
I'll send you a picture in a minute.
You speak Woldish. Everyone here in Telgran also speaks Woldish. If you are a cleric, you also speak liturgic. You speak the language of the light. That faith is not worshipped here. The Church of the One True God is unknown in these lands. They worship other gods. Some of them obviously wicked. So, let me move Wymond the night. Tell us about Nissa.
I'm Ginny. I play Nissa the Thief. She's a skinny blonde girl with a brace of daggers, and when she talks, the words that come out of her mouth usually sound kind of insincere.
You have the clamshell armor, right? Back?
I wanted to make sure that I had that back. It wasn't clear.
Yes, you do.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right. What about, let's see, the next one is 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖊𝖗.
Oh, 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖊𝖗. Yes, yeah.
Okay, maybe he's from the Empire, actually. He's not from Albion. 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖊𝖗.
Umlaut. I have been to a place called Gunderholfen. I didn't last there very long, but you know how it goes. A bit too much to drink, a crack on the head from a sultry wench, and I decide to reform myself. And I hear there is lots of good work to fight the darkness over this way.
Nice.
I hope he's not going to be reforming himself again the next time he gets cracked on the head. Who knows if he'll turn on us.
And lastly, the person coming into town, there are only 3 reasons to adventure in this game. You all, and they're close enough to be shared reasons. You want glory and gold and fame, you want to defeat the darkness, or you want magical secrets. And this guy looks like he wants that first batch of things. Tell us about Styles. Oh, you're muted.
Inspired by the tales of the defense of the village and rumors of great treasure appearing from these strangers, I have come to offer my services to the group. I'm probably particularly going to align myself to the priest and say I could take care of you because you're worth it.
Right on. Well, okay. So you've all gathered here the night of the 10th of Abrine. The winds vorticing, I don't know, outside the walls of the buildings, and whistling and howling. Let's see, Sparrow. Is there anything you'd like to do the night? Well, actually, I'm sorry. Used to saying that, but what's the plan, Sparrow? What do you all think you'd like to do?
All right. So I have a couple ideas, and you all can bounce off this or give your opinions. So we've explored in the northward direction and the eastward direction of this town, and Thracia is to the east. We could just go into Thracia and continue exploring it, or if we want to secure the town more, we could try to explore southward and we went westward before. We still need to explore east, so we could go east or south of the town to explore, or we could just go into Thracia.
Isn't the town getting marched on by an army, like, imminently? Wasn't that something that we left off with last session, Ross? Did I misunderstand?
Not.
Oh, okay.
So
we were worried about that and it didn't happen?
Are you taught? And Jahan, correct me. Are you taught? Is he maybe referring to the sorcerer? You're talking about that guy? Or are you talking about the Dark Patriarch? Or are we talking about the Baron? Which army? Uh-oh, did you guys freeze? No way. Did we freeze? You guys froze. I lost my Wi-Fi. Great. I'll get it back.
Already?
Not really. So the north is the road to 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖗. To the west is the direction of Thracia. There's a forest in the way and like a giant tree spur a bit to the northwest. We haven't really went southward or eastward at all, which is what I'm saying. Like, if we want to secure the town, we could explore that area.
What's the situation with the tree spirit? Is that something you've dealt with in the past?
We spoke to it, and it did not. It seemed reasonable to an extent. It did turn someone into a tree, but they kind of deserved it, so it was fine.
Anyone else think they deserved it?
Sorry, yeah, I'm back.
We all missed you.
No, I can already tell you guys are chatting and making plans. I didn't even need to be here, and that's a good sign. This is good. Yeah, you tell me what you want to do.
Well, we're gonna slay the dragon.
All right. Tell
We
me
have it
where,
all planned out.
Tell me where you're
is that
going.
All right, you've called my bluff.
Yeah, so does anyone have any opinions? Do you want to kind of explore the area around the town to secure it, or do we want to head into the dungeon?
I thought that our new friend that you gave the blade to said he had basically secured the area around the town. Is that what I understood, Ross?
But it's more so about how much do we trust that, and do we want to also just explore the area as well? Because we haven't been eastward or southward at all.
I
in,
vote to go back in the dungeon.
All right.
But if anyone has any strong opinions,
Okay.
I'm going on 3 sessions with 0 XP, so anything that
Okay,
will
well, it sounds like how about
rectify
we
that.
go back into that dungeon?
Okay. The night passes.
Can I just ask, how do these other characters appear? There's obviously someone that looks like they cast spells. There's obviously a priest. What does the other characters look like?
so 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖊𝖗 is a rogue. Or thief, rather.
Yeah, and I don't know if those tokens showed up, Gary, the art, but Sparrow looks like Jehan said, like a wild woman, like obviously witchy
I found
spellcastery.
this, yeah.
And then we don't have token art for Valtar, but he is obviously a hardened sellsword like yourself. So
Okay.
no, I'm sorry, no, he's a cleric. I got that twice. I got that wrong.
And a
now.
greenhorn to boot.
Yeah. So a handful of zealous people coming here to fight back this tide of darkness in this place, and then 2 people that know how this place actually works. All right, so the winds have picked up. You can feel the pressure dropping. Clouds swirl overhead. Sometime soon a storm is coming. But otherwise, in the morning in Coanmah, you have a otherwise clement day. It's probably 54 degrees Fahrenheit outside. The village is surrounded on all sides by forest that's very thick, except for a road that goes to the north. And to the east, open rocky wastes that lead to a cliff's edge. And you can, almost always in Coanmah, feel the sea air. What would you like to do?
All right. So we will be returning to Thracia, so we will start by heading a bit northward on the road.
Okay. You travel north on the road for a watch?
Yeah. We travel, if I recall our directions, it's north a bit, then we go west and down.
Okay.
Along the tree line.
Sparrow, roll a d6, please.
That'll be a treat.
Okay. You travel north on the road, about 3 hours. Just as you exit or about an hour and a half actually, after you exit the tree line, you're talking about turning west, following the tree line off in the distance till you get to the mountains, then turning south.
Yes.
The low to the ground quality and the deep neutral colors of their clothes and of their skin allows a group of humanoids to appear off up the road. And maybe you didn't see them. They're about 20 yards away. And they are all short and wide and standing motionless and watching you and muttering to each other. There are about 6 of them. What do you do?
What do they look like?
They're shorter than human. Like 3 to 4 feet tall, 4.5 feet tall.
Yeah.
They're wide, unusually so, thick of foot and fist, and they wear heavy furs and thick neutral clothes and thick leathers and capes. To you,
Okay.
They look very similar. They're very hairy.
Are they brandishing weapons?
You do see weapons among them. A couple of them have spears. Others have axes.
Okay. I'm going to try calling out to them in Dwarvish.
You speak Khaz'dul?
I speak Dwarvish, so maybe.
Yeah. They return. Well, what do you say in Dwarvish?
I'm just gonna say, like, hail travelers. Just a general greeting.
You get a greeting in return. Hail. We thought that we would find you on this road. You brought an evil into our house, into our cousin's house. We demand tribute. Our people have suffered enough.
I'll respond to them. Are you speaking of the clan to the south of 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖆𝖗?
Aye.
I believe before I left, I invited them to travel with us to the south and to relocate away from that evil, but they decided to stay.
Is it normal among your people to bring an evil to someone's home and then invite them to leave it?
Well, sometimes things happen, I suppose.
They draw their weapons out and they talk to each other, and they start getting closer to you all, and they say, You will give us tribute for our cousin's ills, or you will pay with your blood.
Slow down for a sec. How many of them are there again?
6.
6, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Umlaut, Styles, you both cut a fairly imposing figure, don't you?
I'm very stout, yes.
Maybe.
I'm holding up my holy symbol. We are not evil.
You hear
I don't know if I
muttering.
find that convincing.
Sparrow says, look, he curses us further by his gods.
I'm gonna whisper to the party. It does not seem to like that.
Yeah, it looks like they're trotting your way, and they're gonna just try to beat you up and take your stuff. That's what it looks like so far.
They
Okay.
really want to die for this? I mean,
They don't
this is
think
an
they're
even
gonna die.
numbers. This is an even numbers fight against a couple of people in like heavy armor. Is that really? Do we really look like that soft a target to them? Jeez.
Alright, well, I mean, if they are insistent on fight, I suppose we will engage with them.
Oh, okay.
Okay, before we do, I have one quick question.
I guess I have one question as well. I would like to
You
ask them.
first.
Yeah, I would like to ask them what type of tribute they want.
Gold and diamonds and jewels.
Okay. What's your question, Mott?
Last session, Colin mentioned in passing that you guys might have some supplies at Coanmah. My character is very poor. You wouldn't happen to have had a cudgel, a club, a mace, a shield, anything
I'm
like
sure
that?
you could have that because I think Colin also said that he was sending his extra gold south to the church to, as extra supplies. So I'm sure you could just get that
Okay.
from the church.
Yeah,
There was a
I
short
somewhat
sword there,
irresponsibly
too, that I
bought
was-
armor. Sorry, go ahead.
There's a short sword there at Coanmah too that I'm no longer using that you can have.
Okay, I don't do so much the spilling blood thing, but
Oh.
it's kind of you.
Hmm.
And as long as I can get access to some sort of hit and stick, I'm happy. That's all I need.
I have a mace attached to my belt. I'm holding a sword and shield, but I can hand that mace off to you.
I'll return it in improved condition. Maybe painted a different color. Well, I guess that is spilling blood.
Well, if it's a fight, then declare spells.
Right. Well, I'm declaring sleep.
All right. Any other spells? Anybody else? No. They also don't appear to cast any spells. Roll for initiative.
Nicely done.
Uh-oh. They are able to act first. All right. They are going to move. I assume the clerics are on the front line.
Yeah.
Let's see. Styles and Fomalhaut.
Yeah.
And Volter.
Two of them look like they are going to try to flank to your sides. One with a spear will enter a second rank. Let's see here. They do not fire missiles. You can move except for the three clerics. Sparrow and Nissa can move. They are not in melee. If you fire a missile, however, at this point you could hit an ally.
Nissa is going to slip in behind one of the clerics just for a little extra protection.
Okay. Do you have a spear?
I do not.
Okay.
I'm hoping to get an opportunity in a further round to get an open target for attack.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah.
Ross, can I ask?
Yeah.
Can I ask some? Umlaut has a trick. He likes to throw a net at enemies. Would I have had time to do that as they run toward us?
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, no, actually, because they won initiative, so they were able to get to you before you could do it. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Movement, missile fire, melee combat. There we go. This dwarf will hit at +2. That hits, I believe, and does D8 damage to 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖊𝖗. 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖊𝖗, you take 7 damage.
All right, I think I'm down.
Good run.
There goes
For the
Umlaut.
light!
This one was attacking 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖊𝖗, but is he down or dead?
So I had 4 hit points, so I think
Ah.
I'm pretty much gone.
Indeed.
Yeah.
All right. This one is attacking, and the spearman is attacking Valtar. Here we go.
Okay. You're looking for a 17.
That misses. and
Unless I
then
don't
the
have a shield,
spear-
in which case a 16.
Spear does hit with a 17. And that does D6 damage. You take 1 damage. Now, styles. This one has a +2 to hit, as you are in melee with the person to your front. Does a 11 hit styles?
So Styles is that misses by 1.
Okay. And this one does hit. It's a D8 damage. You take 1 point of damage. Okay. So, John, obviously, roll 1 up. Let me know when they're able to join. We'll throw a token in there. All right. That is their melee round. It is your turn. We'll start with melee. The surviving clerics, if you'd like to do your melee attacks, you may. A 14, if there's no bonuses, does not hit. Are there any bonuses?
There's 1 bonus, sorry. So
That hits.
Okay, and I'm using. Oh,
Describe how you slay this dwarf.
I think seeing as so low down, it's got to be a headshot. Or I lop off the head.
You lop off his head, and his body just stands there like a stone, as stout and wide as he is. What about you, Valtar?
Let's swing away. I don't know if that's gonna do it.
Do you have any bonuses?
For first level cleric? I don't think so.
Nope.
I guess I have +1 from strength if I were a fighter, but I don't think that we're doing that to hit bonus for non-fighters, right?
Yeah. Sparrow, your sleep spell.
Alright, what hit dice are these creatures?
Good question. They are 1 hit die.
Okay. So 1 hit dice, so it affects 2d6 of them.
Nice.
Alright, so the rest of them will all fall asleep.
All of these dwarves fall asleep before you. One of your companions lay dead. 2 of your companions wounded. What do you do?
Well, I think we systematically slit all their throats.
This is a neutral
Must
act.
you?
Yeah.
Wait, keep a prisoner here. Hang on.
You want to keep a prisoner? Sure, you can leave one alive.
They smell.
Okay, we'll fall to a knee here. Volter will take a knee and start administering slightly too late rites to 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖊𝖗.
Okay. Okay, I suppose then check their bodies. See if they had anything. I mean, they were looking for gold. Maybe they had some.
They did. I'll generate what they had, and this will give John's time. Just, you could just, you don't have to make it perfect. You know what I mean? Like their equipment and everything. We want to get you back in and playing.
Were Imperial types of 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖊𝖗's persuasion typically interred with armor? Is that something I would know about? Or is the normal thing to do to send them to his next of kin?
I leave that to you, John.
We'll have talked about it on the road.
Yeah.
Maybe return his holy symbol back to his order.
I might borrow that actually until we get back to town. I don't have one.
Hey, waste not, want not.
And you can keep
How are
mace
these-
I was real poor.
if you need it.
Do we know where these dwarves came from, Ross?
Yeah.
Do they have a hold somewhere that we've heard of?
Yes. Sparrow knows that. Yeah, and I'll leave that for her to explain.
Yeah, well, they seem relatives of the ones up north. So maybe not exactly where these specific ones are from, but we know like where they are dwarves.
Is there a terrain available where we can easily hide their bodies so that when someone inevitably comes looking for them, it maybe at least slows down finding them?
That would be very easy to do, you think?
Okay.
See,
And
that's
I
why
do so.
I'm in favor of killing the last one as well. If we're hiding the bodies, there's no point if there's a witness.
Listen, we can do a lot with one survivor. Just
Okay.
let me at him for a little bit, and
Sure.
we'll figure out what we need to learn.
Okay, well, I don't think we really need to learn anything from them, is the thing. But if you want to
Well,
manage them, you can.
What about who's coming for them, and how long it's
Well-
going to be until someone comes looking for them, and whether this one ever wants to see its family again, and...
Would anyone like to earn 100 XP for being the treasurer? John, would you like that for your next character?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Let's see. You have a moment to copy some treasure down?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to step away for just a sec. I'll be right back.
All right. These people were in fact marauders for the dwarven clans of Angemir within the what was it called? The Shear, I think is what it's called. Now, how on what authority are they acting and all that stuff? We could talk to that dwarf in a minute. You know, whatever. But they had gathered. In fact, they were on their own adventure, and they had gathered a sizable amount of money. 72 gold pieces. 38 silver pieces.
It's really 83.
Oh, sorry, 83 silver pieces. Thank you. And 680 copper pieces. And Sparrow, on the one you spoke with, you find something odd on their body. It is a it looks like, what would you call it? A filter, a big, like a carafe, like a big old, like this big, right? And thick, heavy glass, durable, and inside is a gentle crimson liquid that shimmers.
Interesting.
And that's what you find of value on these dwarves, and 2 spears, which are still intact. And obviously, Nissa can have one. All right. Also, John, tell us about your next character that we found here in the wilds.
He's kind of raggedy, but he does have ring mail because it's rather affordable.
Nice.
But he looks rather average, and he looks not too wise. He looks a little maybe maybe he's got kind of a naive look about him, but he's actually pretty sharp. He just doesn't. He's a little slow on the uptake on certain things. This guy, but physically he's not too impressive.
Okay, you are obviously looking for people to fill your numbers, and these are otherworldly creatures. Now, interesting exception. If you'd like, John, and it is entirely up to you, you can be from Lioness, but only the surrounding lands. So Telgran and Pyade and Anjamir and stuff like that. You would be a rural person and not well versed in like the drama and court intrigue of the high offices and high laws here, if you want that. Or you can be from Albion. Which would you prefer?
Lioness.
All right. What's his name? What's their name?
Let me get back to you on that.
All right.
Meanwhile, I can dig a hole for 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖆 as well.
This all takes time. Performing these rites, burying him, hiding the bodies of the other dwarves. While that happens, so this takes 3 hours, but while that happens, what do you want to do with your surviving dwarf?
Right. We'll slap
Tie
him
him up.
awake.
Yeah, tie him up and then slap
then
him up weak.
slap him awake.
He's angry. He says, I won't answer any questions. You might as well kill me and I can join my brothers in the stones.
Now, Walter
I'm just
doesn't
going to
understand a
drop
word
that
of this. Okay.
I'll be translated.
Good. Walter doesn't understand a word, but he's just going to smile big. He's going to say, Sparrow, tell our friend that he may have noticed he's alive. He may find that surprising. One of our friends isn't, and we have a tradition. He's going to have to stand in the place of them, one way or the other. He gets to choose.
Alright, I'll pass that along to this dwarf.
He enters a long, like, how do I put this? He accepts this as law, and argues against it as if it were legal discourse.
Okay.
But
General gist of the arguments? I'm not going to make you come up with a real law off the top of your head.
Well, he's at a disadvantage and fails because he's not familiar. So since you've presented this traditional custom, he knows he's bound to it. And now he, though he hates you with every gram of his blood, every fiber in him, even though he's angry with you, and he will never forget what you've done to his brothers. He knows that he has to follow this custom. He doesn't have a choice.
He can see
We'll ask
Nissa
him-
dragging his friends into a ditch while the conversation's going on.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And kicking his friend's head over to the ditch as well.
Well, actually, you didn't say
man.
you untied him.
Mm-mm.
He will
Not yet.
never forget this, but he is bound since it's obviously a tradition and a custom. Now he has to fill the ranks for you.
Okay, well, that wasn't exactly what I had in mind, but I guess that's even better.
No, I have the perfect idea for what he's gonna do.
Good. I'll intimate to him. At this point, I still will not have broken eye contact. I mean, maybe I'll have blinked, but we're just gonna smile and say, there is one way out. This isn't interminable work. You're going to start by teaching us your language. The first of 3 tasks, at the end of which you will win your freedom. The blood debt will be paid, and you can go back to your people.
What do you all think about that? So what are you saying? You're proposing send him to a sanctuary, and then everyone else can learn use the downtime to learn Dwarvish.
Downtime? No, he's going to teach us on the road. He gets to stay.
See, yeah, 'cause I'm thinking we bring this guy into Thracia with us.
Well, you will not be able to learn Dwarvish on the road. But you could do both if you want. You can take him on the adventure, and then in downtime, he can be forced until he teaches you the language. And of that, everybody would just need to let me know who wants that, because you only have a maximum number of languages you can learn. And it usually takes, we usually do about like 4 weeks, so.
Okay. Liturgic takes a slot, doesn't it?
I don't think so. I think it says,
we have 4 weeks to figure that out.
it says additional languages, and then this part right here says that each, it says here somewhere that each alignment has its own language, except for neutral.
Okay, so it's just the alignment language. Got it.
So yeah, no, I don't think it takes a slot.
Okay.
Okay. His name is Vrl. Okay. John, what's your character's name?
His name is Notwild.
Notwild?
Notwild. N-A-T-W-Y-L-C. Notwild.
N-A-T-W-Y-L-C.
Yeah.
All right. You are a rural person. You are not any more accustomed to the wilds of this place than anyone else. You have a very parochial view. That being said, you do know one thing, which is your people live in fear. This is one thing you have. Your people from your village live in fear of the gods you worship. This is a worship not of love, but of terror, and you call them the Arcsign Ancestors. You believe that the people that ruled these lands were interbred with fairy, and that they possess power even in death, and they like to punish the people of these lands. So you give all sorts of offerings and things. That does not affect your alignment. This is just like a common religion here.
So I try to appease the gods all the time?
Up to you what you decide to do with that. You can curse the gods if you prefer. Up to you.
Oh, okay. But I perceive them to be very, the gods are very demanding and punishing.
Capricious, evil gods.
Okay.
Okay. What do we do next?
All right. Well, so I suppose we can head straight to Thracia, or if you all want, we could, I guess, drop off the treasure we've collected, just so we don't have to carry it with us there and back.
How securely do we think this dwarf is going to follow the fictional commandment that he was given about replacing one? I don't know. I was going to suggest that we send him back with the treasure. I kind of don't want to bring him with us, but just because I feel like I worry about the packet, we're going to keep up on him. But
I think once we enter Thracia, we won't have to worry about him for long.
that's fair.
I know something that I don't.
Give him a weapon,
Especially when where we're going, I think especially we're not gonna have to worry about him for too long.
Fair enough.
What were you going to say, Gary?
I was just saying I wasn't even sure about giving the dwarf a weapon, let alone giving him any treasure, to be honest. And I was also going to try and position myself so I wasn't walking in front of him.
Yeah. He will insist on a weapon because by the laws that you've expressed to him, he must fulfill the role of the person that fell, and therefore he has to have a weapon by those laws. And so he again will enter this kind of like legalistic kind of approach to it to say, no, I have to because I'm bound to this.
Can we provide him with like a simple club of some kind?
I'd give him his own weapon, honestly. He can stand next to me. If he wants to betray someone, he can betray me before any of you guys.
Okay.
And I'll make sure that I stay next to him and that he's not next to anyone, let's say, more vulnerable.
If you want to manage him, that's fine.
I'm not sure that I can. We don't speak, but we have an understanding.
Yeah, so I think the main question is, do we want to go straight to Thracia or do we want to drop off the treasure we've gathered first?
Your call.
Okay.
It's a lot of coins, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of coins. So I think, yes, we will head back to the town just to drop off that treasure for now.
I'll make you a deal. You can cache it in a safe place outside of town. You return to town, the adventure will end.
Sure, that works. We'll leave it outside, like in a safe spot.
This will take 9 hours, though. So you probably will not make it to Thracia before nightfall. So you'll have to camp in the wilds if you wish to try to make it there during this adventure.
Well, you know what? Let's just go straight to Thracia then.
Well, you could do what I'm describing, but not take it back, which is actually 6 hours. It's 3 hours both ways. So you can just like find a place, mark it, cache it, and it'd be at this point on the map though. So you'll have to come back and find it. I think the heavy stuff is what the copper coins, right? There's like 600 something copper.
Why don't we just bury those in another unmarked grave and then come back and get those some other time? As long as we're digging unmarked graves.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. How about like right where we are at one of the sides of the road, we just bury the copper and then we keep everything else for now and just go.
All right. Okay. Where do you go from here?
Right, so we follow the tree line westward until we see the mountains.
Okay. You start traveling across the wastes. They are muddy and in places and swampy. It's about another 2 hours before you see the mountains. On your journey, Verl will complain the entire time in Dwarvish. It just sounds like guttural grinding muttering to everyone else, but to Sparrow, you can hear that he said, "I knew that he cursed me with his gods when he raised that. I knew it. And then now I must stand in his spirit. Likely I will fall and become like him as well. Then I will be bound to that evil god forever." And he just assumes that this is how probably that cross works.
Interesting. Yeah, so I guess we continue southwards here to the valley, and there we are.
Okay, you make it to the base of this mountain and the tree line, and you can see an old ruined city about an hour's travel in the distance. Let's see here. Oof. Sorry, it's just struggling to load. Let me try it again. Oh, there it goes. Let's see. Where would you all be? On the near side of the ruins are gnarled, looming trees, many dead, bits of stone, buildings, overturned things that may have been statues or walls. One large building ahead, about 15 feet tall, its entrance open to the winds, and amongst some briars to the left, a small stone outbuilding.
Okay. So for the people who haven't been here before, that large building, that's the main entrance down, and the building to the west is the secret entrance down, which is the one we've mainly been using. It goes to the area that the cult was previously occupying. The main center building should be clear by now, but we haven't been here for weeks, so it's hard to tell what exactly has happened there. There used to be a Minotaur there at one point in time.
Did we ever find out what happened too with that engagement that we saw with the Minotaur? They were fighting.
Right.
Was it the
so,
lizard men?
The Minotaur defeated the lizard men, and then we convinced the cult to engage it while it was weak, and we know that the cult won the fight. We don't know if the Minotaur retreated or if it died, but presumably the cult cleared the top of the beastmen.
Okay.
When you say the secret entrance, are you talking about this over here? This hole?
So this here is a building.
Oh, there's something out here? Okay.
Yeah,
I guess
there's
I
a
can't
building
see
over
it.
there.
Got it. Thank you.
So, yeah, which entrance would you all like to go to?
I think I'd at least like to check out the main entrance where we knew that the Minotaur was. I'd kind of like to see if there's any aftermath there to check out.
Okay, so I suppose we'll go closer to maybe around like behind this rock to try to get a better view of the inside.
Are you trying to
happening.
remain hidden? Is that the idea?
Yeah,
I
trying to
think
just
so.
discreetly get a good look on the inside, see what's
Okay.
changed.
You're able to keep low and out of the line of sight beneath these large boulders until you get closer, and in fact that works, and you're able to peek on the other side of it, and you see a rotted bodies covered in maggots and flies, including one massively large body.
Okay, well, looks like the main entrance is clear. I guess we'll go that way.
Okay.
Marching order? Anyone want to be in front or in the back specifically?
I'll take to the back.
I guess Pharaoh will probably be in the back as well.
Nissa, while you
Okay.
were gone, you got a spear if you want one.
Yay.
So you can attack from the second rank if you want.
Excellent. I do like to stabby stabs.
So is it
So let's do 2 up front, and then 2 in the middle and 1 in the back who's got some armor, just, for safety reasons.
would it be
So I can.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say I'd go up front. Maybe me and the dwarf up front.
I want the dwarf next to me. Maybe he should be with me in the back, although I guess you guys didn't want to get stabbed from behind. Maybe it should be me and him up front and someone else in the back.
I think you and the dwarf up front for now. Because I think, well, we'll see what happens when we go down the staircase.
Okay.
Maybe the dwarf could carry the lamp.
It's a thought.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay.
Okay.
Who has a backup light source just in case Nissa's intuition about him is better than mine?
I have a couple of torches on me too, if need be.
Okay. Well, you're on call for that, obviously.
Fair enough.
I'll do what I can.
So
This-
to be clear, on the first floor, there's only one area we have not explored.
So I have Styles and Walter up front, is that right? And then Nissa, and then does 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖶𝖊𝖗, does he have a spear?
Was there was there another one, or?
Yeah, there's a second spear if you wanted to take it.
Sure. Yeah.
And then you had the third rank had the dwarf with like a light. Is that right? Is that right?
The dwarf will be up front with me. I guess
we
we're
want
doing
the
a
dwarf
3,
up
2,
front.
1 rank. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that viable?
Yeah. So he doesn't have a light, or he can carry a light if you just want him to have an axe. Is that what you want, Jahan?
Yeah, sure. We'll just give him like a torch or something.
All right. Let's see. So, and then lastly, Sparrow. Okay. All right. So, yeah. What do you all do after you see all this carnage?
We go down.
Very well.
Are there any bodies on the steps as we go down to avoid?
There are not many bodies on the steps. I'll describe the bodies because they become more clear as you get closer to them as well. They are a mixture of bestial creatures, amphibious creatures, one huge hulking brute, but also things that you think were human before they rotted and perished and rotted. Okay. They mostly lay the top of the steps, but here you are. And you said that you use a lantern and you give it to the dwarf. Is that right, Jahan?
Yes. Well, I guess who has a lantern to give to him?
I can. He can have my lantern.
Okay, that works.
It's a bullseye lantern.
Before you give him the lantern, Martin, you should make some kind of like gestures over it just to make it look like you've done some kind of weird thing on it. Before you give it to the dwarf.
Done and done. Every single time that this dwarf grumbles, I turn and I say something to him, and probably incomprehensible. Just quote some random parable or proverb, usually completely nonsense or like something fluffy and feel good. Just I say it in the most ominous way I can manage, with a big smile.
This expounds his grievances, and he recounts 4 cousins deep the curse that has brought him to this place. It is definitely a specific cousin 4 ago. He names him, and he offers the name every time you curse.
Oh, good. I bless him profusely.
Yeah. Obviously, he doesn't know that. These stairs are large and wide. Ancient stone that goes down. It's 30. The ceiling here is 30 foot high. It smells awful, like what's that smell? It smells like sulfur ahead.
Right. We'll head down the stairs.
Okay.
I'll put a picture in chat as well. This is what we have mapped out so far for the first floor.
Movement rate for Styles, is it 12 or is it 9?
Let's have a look. Movement.
You have ring armor on, I think, if I recall, with a shield.
Yeah. Ring and shield.
I'm at 9, so if no one is slower than that, I think that's us.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You guys will want to know your weight and how much you can carry. You'll want to kind of calculate that as we go, because you'll need that in case you find something. Hopefully you do, right? Hopefully you find something. Here in this first room... Sorry.
Sorry. On that note, Ross, do I remember correctly that you told me that magical scale armor was effectively weightless?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like cloth. You know, it weighs like cloth. This chamber is 50 feet by 50 feet across. There is a archway, or a passageway leading on the north side to the north. To the east and the west, in the center of it, there's a corridor that goes east and west. There are also rotting bodies here. The insects feast. And it smells awful. And this image is a good representation. If you can see the VTT, it is covered in a slimy goo all over the floor, and an overwhelming sulfur smell almost makes you want to throw up.
Mm-hmm. All right. We'll head towards the eastern corridor.
You're trying to get to this red question mark that you've got on your map, right?
Yep. Through the secret door.
Okay.
I will, well, I guess I'll say this in Woldish because the dwarf doesn't understand. I'll say, we had a member of the cult go through, and they went around the corner, we lost sight of them, and we heard the sound of them dying. I propose we have the dwarf going with the light, and we could hopefully see more of what's actually in there, and he could run back to us if needed.
Is that a chaotic act, Ross?
Well, I mean, we're having him scout. He doesn't necessarily have to die if he goes there.
It's just a dwarf. It's not like they have
strictures. I think they might.
Let me just make sure.
And legal acumen.
Let me make sure I understood it, because I think that's important. I want to make sure I understand the plan. But before we get there, you're traveling in these hallways. Actually, I apologize. Let's back up. So your plan is to go investigate that area. Is that right, Sparrow? The area with
yes.
Okay.
The secret doorway.
And you're telling the dwarf that someone has perished entering this place, and you're going to send them in to scout. Go ahead. Sorry.
So, well, what exactly I'll say is, someone went around the corner and went off there on their own and then perished. I'll tell him we would like him to scout, but to stay within line of sight and run back if he sees anything at all.
No, that wouldn't be chaotic. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Yeah.
We're not telling him that he's going to his death.
Okay.
She was telling me.
Well, I would tell you all that I think
speak.
it's possible or likely that he dies, but it's not guaranteed. You know, he could make it back, and I think even if he is careful enough to run back fast enough, he is likely to make it back.
And in fairness to Sparrow...
Actually, then let's do this. Tell him this is the second of his 3 tasks.
Okay, sure. I'll tell him that.
In fairness to Sparrow, and it's fine. Sparrow's the caller. Jayhunt's got it. And also, in character, she has constantly told all of you that you're going to die in this place. Like 5 times she said that. So, it's yeah. And she might not be wrong, because as you go down this corridor, all of a sudden, is the dwarf ahead of you all as you go down this corridor?
Yeah, he's at the front.
Okay, then this happens. Actually, he's a dwarf. I have a thing for that. He does exactly what you describe, and he looks around the corner, shakes his head, and comes back to you. He says, there's a trap up ahead.
Oh, wait. On the map, wasn't the secret door, around here? Or am I misremembering?
It's where it's drawn on your map, but I don't know if that's...
Well, because up here ahead was a trap. I remember that, I think.
There is an area on this wall that is plastered over. right here.
Okay. I'll say to like poke it with the stick, I guess, like with the like back end of the spear.
You poke it with the back end of the spear, and it peels back that plaster, and it reveals a ancient markings. Let's see here. Miraculously, you can comprehend them. Does that show up for you all?
Yep.
And that's what you see.
Right.
When you peel back that plaster, it's clear that this shape is like that too. You can see two hinges on the left.
Yeah, because I remember, I think Maswick was the one. He had like the charmed cultists go through. So I guess I'll have motion for the dwarf to like open the door.
Okay. And you said you send
Yes.
Vril ahead. Okay.
Yes, I'll tell him don't make any turns. He can look around, but stay within line of sight of us. Don't go around the corner.
Hey Ross, can my guy read this? He's got a 13 intelligence. Or is he just kind of a country bumpkin?
No, everybody can read it, and that doesn't really make any sense, and you would be aware of that too. Why is stuff here written in Woldish? Let's see here.
Is Thanatos someone common that we all have heard of?
No.
It's.
I mean, go ahead, Sparrow. Yeah.
I know it is, right? It's the god that the cult worshipped.
But your village, no. Yeah, you don't know any about. Yeah.
Something
not-
particular to this cavern, this complex here.
Let's see here. Sorry, I gotta.
Arrow, did you relay about the trap to us that he mentioned?
Yeah, there's a trap over here.
So I was just wondering, does he mean like an ambush or a mechanical type of trap?
It was a mechanical trap. I don't remember if we triggered it or not last time, but I remember
Okay.
we noticed it. I believe.
You see, what's his name again? Vril. You see Vril enter this hallway. Okay. We're gonna need this for a second. And he enters it, and then stops.
Wait, what about the lantern? No.
Well, he has the lantern. You said that he had it.
No, he does. We did.
And you can see
That was
it.
foolish.
You can see the lantern, and you see a Vril turns back to you all, and he gazes past you, as if you're just not there, as if he's gazing at something off in the distance. He mutters his cousin's name to issue it forth that he may be cursed. He turns back towards this room. He looks, shakes his head. He says, I have earned this. My cousin's curse has brought me low to this point. And, let's see. I need to roll a save.
Wow.
And, he slumps to the ground, and the lantern goes out.
Huh. Okay,
And
I'll light my lantern.
You effectively would not see. Okay, so yeah, you light the lantern, you can see. And let's see here. just want to make sure I understand this.
Cause this is what we didn't see last time when someone went in.
At this point, he seems to simply be laying on the ground.
Okay. So there's some kind of sleep trap? I mean, do we see these other bodies on the ground as well?
Hold on just a second.
While he's looking that up,
Chalice
does
is
anyone have a
breathing.
great length of rope? Sorry, Gary, go ahead.
Oh, I was just wondering if we could see him breathing, and yes, I have 50 feet of rope.
So, these figures, it's not exactly, it looks like they're laying, but they're not laying. They're actually kneeling. And yeah, you can see them. There are figures that are kneeling, covered in cloaks. And am I hearing somebody's going to try to lasso your dwarf?
I don't think that 50 feet of rope is going to work. Does anyone else have a second length of 50 feet? No one? Oh, geez.
The door.
I might.
Worst
Hold on.
adventures.
No, it'll
Check
work.
it out.
No,
Here's what
it'll
I'm
work.
thinking. Okay. He is close enough to lasso.
Yeah,
If we just keep trying.
yeah.
Oh, okay. That saves me a trip with a rope tied around my waist.
Yeah, I do like the idea of a rope tied around someone's waist as well, though.
I kind of want to go, and you can pull me back afterward and find out if this door really is one way.
Okay.
Unless
if
John
you-
wants to die twice in one session.
Sure, tie one on.
Okay, so
Okay.
well, we'll tie a rope on whoever volunteers. I guess they are going in.
Okay.
Yeah, I will. Now he's skeptical since this is written in Woldish. He doesn't trust that it's legit.
Voltar, you have
Sir.
this rope tied about your waist, and you.
Oh, I guess I'm going in.
Oh, I
You
thought
can hold.
I
You can
thought
hold it
said
for
you
me,
were.
Nat Wilk. I did. I
yeah.
did.
You enter a corridor, and this is what you see. The other characters would not see this. They would not know this. You enter the corridor, and you look back, and you see a blank wall. Were you holding a torch?
Yeah, I'll have lit a torch for this and put down my shield.
Okay. Yeah, you only see a blank wall now when you look back. You can see a wafting mist of incense ahead. And then your dwarf friend simply prone on the ground. As you get closer, it becomes clear these figures have been kneeling here, and they are long dead. They're mere corpses. The robes on them, kneeling at these coffins.
Okay. Before I proceed further, can I smell the incense?
No.
I take a very deep breath and proceed forward at a walking pace, not exploration.
Okay. You have about 3 actions you can take before you have to breathe.
I loop the rope around the dwarf.
Okay.
I take a step forward and look into the room.
Okay. Let me give you a light. Bright light for 30
And this is just a
feet.
quick scan. We're not investigating anything. I have quickly scanned stuff. What's that business to my right?
Yeah, let's talk. Okay, so first of all, there is a long decayed cultist here. Somebody in robes. There are these other people that are kneeling, almost as if in worship. They are also long dead. There is an incense coming from, let's see here, a vapor. And it has an eerie glow, green glow in your torchlight. There are 4 incense burners at each corner of the room. And they are what is putting this off. let's see here. The walls are draped from ceiling to floor with black curtains of a heavy fabric. Each wall is covered by a single piece of this cloth. There are 8 marble benches set in 2 rows east to west. These are benches, I apologize. There are these figures. They're clearly mere bone and cobweb beneath their cloaks. And they're kneeling in worship. On each figure, you can see beyond the black cloth of their cloak, which, by the way, matches the cloak of this dead cultist in the corner. You can see that they have silver chains, pendants, gleaming turquoise eyes. There are several of them. Let's see, how many? 1, 2, 3 of them. You think that each of their pendants are probably worth 250 gold pieces. No, I'm sorry, there are 4 figures, 4 pendants, 250 gold pieces each. There's another figure that looks like the others, but its back is to the rest of you in the corner. And you just see its black cloak. Okay.
Now,
You've taken
third
2
action,
actions. You have a third.
I give two tugs on the rope, and I let my breath go and take a deep breath.
You, I assume that he's tied and you're also tied somehow. You've got the other end of the rope, and you collapse unconscious, asleep. And the last thing you know is a sweet, sweet smell enter your nostrils.
Okay. We start reeling them back.
Okay. It works perfectly. You reel them back. And, let's see. And let me take a look at this. Let's see here. But they remain asleep.
Okay. I'll kind of like tap them on the cheek, try to awaken them, see if it has any effect.
They stay asleep.
Okay.
They're clearly asleep and breathing, and
Yes. Okay. Well, seeing as we did get some interesting information there.
None of you know that yet.
No, we don't know what's on the inside. We don't know what caused it. But I mean, I think our assumption was once you cross this threshold, you like collapse, because that's what we actually. So that's all we've seen, right? Is once it crossed here, it collapsed. We don't actually know what caused it.
Right.
Okay. Okay. So my suggestion would be we head back to the central room, drag their bodies, and try to, since it seems pretty clear, try to wait for them to awaken.
Maybe get them some fresh.
Yeah, because I don't want to be dragging 2 limp bodies around with us.
Yeah. Because I think, we need to know what they saw. Each of them. I will also... I heard the dwarf muttering to himself in there, right? So I will also say to the other, it does seem like the dwarf might want to die.
How long do you wait? That took 5 minutes for you to just get back to this area with the bodies.
Is it actually feasible to drag them up the stairs, or are they too high? Just to get some fresh air, I'm wondering.
You could drag them up the stairs if you want. That would probably take another 15 minutes or so.
Sure. But honestly, I'm wondering if some of the bat guano might help as a bit of a smelling salt. Just jerk them awake.
After you start dragging them up the stairs and you get to the stairs, and especially the dwarf, you're struggling him to get him like over one of the stairs, he erupts and it wakes up, and then like you think he's going to attack, and then he says, "What? Oh, good. I haven't died in this place yet."
I'll just say to him, your time hasn't come yet.
Oh, good. Thank the stones. What about that one? And then he goes over and he starts kicking on The one that keeps
Oh.
cursing him.
I'll tell him to halt, and I guess I'll check up on our companion then. I mean, the dwarf is up, so surely it shouldn't be too much longer for him.
Yeah, about another 3 minutes pass, 4 minutes, and then he also awakes.
So it was about 15 minutes or so for them to wake back up.
It was 10 minutes.
10 minutes to wake back up. Okay. I'll pass him on the back and say, so what did you learn in there?
I will relay what I saw inside the black cloaked figures, the one notable fellow in the corner facing away, the valuable looking necklaces, the fact that I didn't get to save when I took a deep breath after holding my breath. So be careful.
Oh, my bad. You should have got a save. My bad.
Well, I'm not sure I could. I'm not sure I should have, because I was like holding my breath, and afterward I had to like.
I thought you were also like trying to test it on purpose, because why would you?
Yeah, you did say you were doing a deep breath.
Oh, I mean, that was flavor, but
Oh, okay.
that was flavor because I had just been holding my breath as long as I could. But I think that's perfectly reasonable under the circumstances.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you.
Anyway, so I'll relay the potency of whatever that was and leave the rest to you.
Okay.
As a cleric, do you have any idea how to extinguish incense braziers? Do you just knock them over, or is there a method?
I imagine just water could work. Or
I see
anything
you
to
have
like
religious
kind
training.
of anything to
Good
kind
friend
of
Sparrow.
anything to kind of just smother it. It's just fire, right?
It
Just
is.
fine.
Yeah,
I
but
see you
there's
have no
nobody
religious
that-
training, my friend.
And if there's nobody
I take it back.
really there tending it, is it like a magical fire? So
Yeah, well, it clearly has some kind of effect, but I mean, water would likely work, or something to smother the flames. Like maybe if you could, I mean, well, I guess using sulfur might be a bad idea. But I was gonna say maybe the bat guano could smother it.
isn't that like a component for fireball? It might have the opposite.
I was gonna say yes. I think it's explosive, so probably not a good idea.
What about one of those cloaks that are being worn?
Yeah,
If
cover
we
it with a
put
cloak.
that over them and
Oh, actually, that's a
Scarf them
very
with hair.
good idea. How about we take one of the cloaks, we like wet it, and then, cover the braziers.
Okay. All right. So so you head back. Let's see. That takes just a few minutes to get back, and you get back to this corridor. What do you do?
That was all.
All right. So, do we have a volunteer?
Not
Nope.
real volunteers.
what are we doing? Are we grabbing cloaks or going in there to the braziers?
I think we're gonna go in there and try to take off the braziers.
Okay. I can take a turn on that. Probably going to
Okay.
take more than one person.
So it seemed like, the boundary was like right here, right? So how about we all go into this corridor?
Then
You all go in the corridor.
I'll get that. Yeah.
Yeah, the corridor seems safe, right? From what we could tell. From what we observed of people going in. So I would say, yeah, let's go into the corridor.
Wait, I think Martin's saying no.
Sorry. Yeah. Once you go in, you have to get pulled out. You can't see the way back.
Okay, well then, okay. How much rope did we have? Did multiple people have rope? Or was it just
I've one-
like 50?
One lot
Like,
of 50 personally.
oh, actually, I just checked. I have rope as well, so we can tie those together to give more reach. Because the person going in would have to go pretty far, from what we seem, to like reach the corners of the room.
Okay. It sounds like Gary's volunteering. And
Yeah.
then I just want to make sure I understand. You're going to go in, you're going to double a rope, and you're going to try to take the braziers. Is that right?
I think put out the
And-
braziers.
Put them out. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the
Okay.
cloaks of the old guys.
I'm gonna grab it.
Okay.
Actually, I will before I run down there. Just take off a cloak and make sure nothing happens when I take one of the cloaks off.
Do you
The
have light?
skeletons. I will take torch with me. I'll take my lantern actually.
Okay, you take the lantern back. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You make it this far, and you see what I described before.
Right.
You,
So I'll
you
take
also
a
see
big
the
breath.
gently wafting green vapor. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. So I'll take a deep breath. I'll go and put the cloak over this one in the northwest corner, and then try and head back to the point I started
Whose cloak
with
do you
one
take?
breath. The first one that I see in the corridor.
Okay. You go up to this cloaked prostrate, or this praying figure, and you take the cloak, and they nearly crumble to dust right under the cloak as soon as you take it off of them. Only bits of their bone fragments remain intact. You do that. You go up to the north, and you put the cloak over the brazier, and it stops emitting the vapor, and just covers it. And then you go
So
back,
I'm gonna,
and
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and do the same thing. Grab another cloak. I'm gonna leave the one to the south, to the southwest till last. So I'm gonna try for the far northeast corner now.
You mean the one to the southeast last?
What was the one that looked like it was different, that was facing the other way?
The southeast. Yeah.
Okay,
I just want to make
leave
sure I
that
understood
one.
what you meant. Okay. So
Yeah,
yeah,
sorry.
you no, I see. And you take the cloaks, and you do that with the other braziers, and go back.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, and that works, and the vapors die down.
So I guess now I need to test it and go in there and take a breath.
Okay, you go in with the rope tied to you, take a breath, and nothing happens.
Okay. I'll give a couple of tugs on the rope.
Okay, we'll start reeling you back.
You reel him back.
Okay. So I'll just relate everything that's happened and say it seems to be safe in there now.
Okay. Well, I guess one other thing to check is whether you can go back through this door without needing a rope to pull you through. Because we haven't actually,
Oh, yeah.
So if you don't mind just going back in and coming back out, and then if you can't, we'll send someone in with a rope to tie you both together.
Okay. So I'll do that, see if I can step back through the door without a rope.
You cannot. When you do that, you see an endless corridor going back, and as long as you go down the corridor, you're never able to make it back until somebody tugs on the endlessly long rope.
Okay, well, seeing that it seems clear that that's not gonna help, I guess Sparrow will tie herself and come through and tie it onto him as well and give the tugs to be pulled back through.
Yeah, and you experience the same thing, Sparrow. Verl, when you come back, he'll say, "I can stay and hold the rope if you wish."
Now, I think we should send the dwarf down there to loot those amulets.
Well, there
And we can
seem to
bring
be
them.
more rooms off of it, so
Yeah.
okay. Is there any large rocks or anything we can tie a rope to around there?
Yeah, you can find debris. If you want something that can actually anchor a rope, it's going to take you about an hour. to try to roll the thing into place.
Okay. Yeah, because how about so the person specifically had to be pulled back through, or could they follow the rope back through if they were tied to a rope?
They tried to follow the rope. They tried, and it just goes on forever down a hallway.
Well, then I think it wouldn't matter if we have an anchor or not. Then I guess our best bet is actually to maybe just have the dwarf hold the rope.
How many ropes do you have?
I have 2 ropes, so that's 50 each.
I'll keep an eye on him at the entrance.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you don't...
can we trust that dwarf? Yeah.
You can trust me to trust the dwarf as long as
Yeah.
I'm standing right over him.
Okay.
Okay.
Is everybody else?
Yeah, as
going
long
in?
as you're there with.
His third task.
Yeah, I think we're going in.
Why keep the dwarf there then? Though
A little extra protection for a friend, I guess.
I see. Yeah, because then somebody just gets axed. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All
We're
right.
deploying literally all of our fighters into the doom hole.
Okay. You
We
enter
help out
and
front is good.
you see the same thing, the endless corridor behind you going on forever, and then you see. Let me describe some of the things in this room again. That'll be important. There are 4 covered incense burners now, covered with black cloaks. The bodies have crumbled to dust. Of the 4 bodies that had cloaks taken from them, the cloaks are in good repair. You can also see that these bodies have these like amulets that were left here, clattered to the floor. They're quite valuable. You think 250 gold pieces each. There are 4 figures, and then a 5th in the southeast corner with slumped with the black cloak. It's back to you, and it's looking at this wall. That one remains untouched. The other 4 have all crumbled to dust, and the pendants lay on the ground. And then around the room are drapes. Heavy, dark drapes, ceiling to floor. Then these are benches. Alright, I think that's everything of note in here.
Did you say that the cloak seemed to be in good repair even though they had smothered the fire?
That's right.
The fire didn't seem to damage them.
It just seems to have just put it out and just extinguished them.
So, Ross, do you remember when we delved for the Black Blade and Nissa received that boon from the unknown death god? She just pictures that mural in her head and whispers a prayer to him in this place, thinking that perhaps they're, of a kindred spirit. And she starts picking up those amulets.
Can you remind me that boon, and do you want to use it by telling?
No, the boon. This is just simply a flavor thing.
Gotcha.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's literally it.
All right. You can tell that the 5th figure also has an amulet. The 4 have crumbled to dust with the cloaks removed. You go around, you pick up the amulets. They're heavy, valuable, thick turquoise eyes within. You think you've got about 1,000 gold pieces worth of very expensive jewelry now.
Cool.
They probably weigh... It probably weighs 20 pounds when you have all 4 of them together. These are big, thick pendants.
So do you remember Benny from The Mummy? That's kind of how I picture Nissa, whichever god benefits her most at the time. So
Nice. All right, what do you all do next?
Run home with the loot. With our lives.
Should we
I
tear
think,
down the drape?
Yeah, that's a good question. Look at a drape.
You said, what did you say, Gary?
I wondered if there was any insignia on the cloaks or pendants. And I also wondered about tearing down the drapes.
Sparrow will recognize the symbols. It's a simple skull, and this is the same symbol used by the cult of the Dark One. Both the cloaks and the symbology, all of it is the same. Though newcomers will not recognize that. Sparrow will. And then what do you do with the drape? You want to look at it, or you want to? What did you say? I'm sorry.
So I was really asking the caller if should we take the drapes down or look behind them or shred them.
I don't think so. I think we should probably check these. So is this a door up here?
Well, it's covered by a drape, but so it sounds like you all are saying the same thing basically. As
look around.
Yeah, if you move the drape on the north side, you can see there is a door bound in iron. It has a big, heavy old lock. You know, like a big skeleton key lock. You know.
Okay. I'll kind of signal to 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖊𝖗 if she wants to take a try at this lock.
Yeah, let me see what I can do with it.
All right, that'll take a turn.
Okay.
And you can roll that your skill test.
Okay. Let's see here.
Is anyone 3 hit points or less currently?
No.
Oh dear.
Well, no.
I failed with a 15.
That's an interesting name there. I am still mocked by the cult, if that matters here.
Scream loudly if you need help.
So, not Wilk. You have 3 hit points, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖊𝖗 is investigating this lock, and they're moving the curtains, and they're gathering the stuff, you look around and you see this apparition. It hovers in the air, an astral, an earthly wind that you cannot feel slowly wafting its figure. It has a quality to it that's where it sort of fades in and out a little bit, like TV static. Like it's not fully there. And it just watches you. Let me know if you make a saving throw. Remind me. Can you remind me the next time you make a saving throw?
Oh, okay. On my next.
If you make a
one.
saving throw, just remind me. Like, hey, remember, I'm making a saving throw. Okay. And then this thing does not go away, and it just floats in the air and watches you. What do you do?
So the other guys are preoccupied, and I'm the only one that sees it.
Yes.
Hey, fellows, there's something in here with us. Do you see this?
I think we all probably just seem pretty confused. I don't think anyone else sees it.
Yeah, no one else sees it. That's right.
Come on, do you not see it?
What does it look like?
It's an astral. I don't know. It's a figure of doom.
Well, we are in a temple of death.
No,
don't
you've
say
been
it.
chosen. You're immortal now.
I think it's the presentiment of doom, and maybe it was indicated on the portal before we got in here.
I mean, to
We're
reiterate,
doomed.
this is a temple of death.
I think the spells are doom.
Sparrow's like, I feel like no one's listening to me.
Yeah, that is where we came.
But this is it. I'm not sure we should go further.
I think perhaps
Let's get out while the
maybe
getting's
we wait
good, my
and-
friends.
Well, how about we go check the figure to the south then? We'll continue moving the curtains first, and then check the figure to the south.
All right.
Yeah, I was going to ask if we checked behind all the curtains yet.
Yeah, because I mean, you know,
Okay.
we might as well.
Do those two things happen at the same time, or they happen in order? You move the curtain first?
I'll say we go through all the curtains first.
Okay. You check all the curtains. Okay. Is this everybody? Like everybody's just kind of checking all the curtains? Okay. You check behind all the curtains. There's nothing behind any of the others except the south curtain. The south curtain has a door.
Okay, so we have a way north, south, and west. I think I would like to tap on the eastern wall, just because out of a little suspicion that there seems to be a way in every cardinal direction but east.
Yeah. You don't hear anything. It doesn't seem to be hollow.
Okay.
It's not different than any of the other walls.
Okay, then I think okay, so specifically, can you describe the one that was kneeling again? Like it's just a rope figure kneeling, right?
Oh, I apologize. I'm sorry. I've got this wrong. I'm so sorry. You said you tapped the wall in the east, right?
Yes, the eastern wall. So like basically opposite of where we came in.
You tap along, and it becomes more hollow as you get closer to this corner, which this figure is looking at.
Okay, well, I'm gonna back up and say, so it seems there might be something down that way, but also there is this strange figure in the way that is the only one, that was kneeling away. I guess I would reassemble the group before we go to check out that figure. Try to get like a look at it.
Take a look at what again?
Just look at the figure.
Oh, okay. So you come up, and it's facing away from you. Do you go around in front of it, or do you touch it, or do you move?
I would say go around it for now.
Okay. Where is everyone else?
I think I'm backing up toward the exit.
Well, I said I would like to assemble as many people as possible before doing this.
Okay.
So if someone specifically wants to leave, they can be all the way back. But I would like everyone to be like around.
I don't want to be there. I'm leaving. I'm getting away.
Okay.
I don't feel right.
You tugging on the rope?
No, not yet.
All right. I think that's everybody.
Bring for your own good.
Oh, sorry. I got rid of the light, didn't I? Let me fix
With
that.
my sword raised.
Who has the light?
I had a lantern.
Okay. Fix that. You come around in front of the figure, and you then see an ethereal energy, and it turns and looks up at you with a grisly face, and then it rises.
I'm going to back away.
And then it floats in the air and it emits a horrible screech.
I'm tugging on the rope as soon as I can.
Yeah, that sounds like a rope tug time. That sounds like...
Is everybody getting tugged on the rope? Is that what you're doing? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, we'll start
This
helping
thing,
you guys get out.
It flies after you, and you get tugged down this endless corridor, seemingly forever, and then finally you pop out the other side.
Okay. Do we see it like in the corridor?
Yes. And and when you do, it then goes back and kneels in the corner.
Okay. So who are our clerics?
That's me.
All right. Well, this seems like this might be a job for the light. This is.
What's
It
the
was
job
definitely-
for the light? Fill
it
me
was,
in. What did you see there?
It seemed to be some kind of spirits, undead presence of some kind. I don't know if you have maybe, holy water exorcism type stuff.
I was begging you for a weapon when I came here, and you think I have holy water.
I see.
I hoist up the holy symbol that I scavenged from the other dead cleric, and I say, I can give it a try.
He did have holy water. You probably would have seen it on him.
Oh,
He did have
I
one.
mean, yeah. Well, it's not mine, but it's not. I'm gonna try to put it to good use. What do you want me to do?
Well, how do you think we should handle this undead being in there?
We should close the
You guys
door.
got the treasure.
Well, there were two doors as well.
Okay, there's a lot of ideas here. I want to hear them all, in any order.
So there were two doors, one to the north, one to the south, as well as seemingly a secret door to the southeast. The creature also specifically had more treasure on it. It had at least one of the necklaces from what we could see. We don't know if it has anything else. And that's it really.
My
Gary?
thought was maybe putting on the cloak may make us seem like allies.
Well, so I'll show off my hand, and you'll see there's like a mark on it, and I'll say, I've already been marked by the cult as one of their own. So, and it still seemed like it was pretty anxious to come after me.
Yeah.
Well, it's a death cult, isn't it?
It is a death
They
cult.
They might be into death.
Yeah. I mean, you
Well,
saw
that
the
would explain
kneeling
this
worship was in
temple.
there.
Okay. Ginny, you had an idea. As well.
Yeah, we close this horrible door and move on deeper into the caverns.
Okay,
That's
so we
my
just
favorite
want
one so far, but we got one more to hear. John.
Well, I sensed some sort of apparition even before we disturbed that last figure. And did we not get the amulet?
It's still there.
Yeah.
To be clear, it's still there. It's just hovering and looking at you. It's still there.
Oh, like I it's with me. Like it's still haunting me.
It's in this corridor, just like hovering there, looking at you.
Oh, okay.
He's been chosen.
So it's
Okay.
like I saw it before everyone else, and then that's what rose up from the dead guy.
No, these are two different things. You also saw the thing raise up. These are two different things.
And you guys already got the treasure, right?
Well, there's 2
Got the
ways to go
amulet.
still, and the creature seemed to have treasure on it.
Isn't it incorporeal?
Did it
No,
leave
you're
its
still
cloak
thinking of
behind?
the other.
It has a robe, a pendant, and a belt pouch of note.
Okay.
I have a pile of cloaks, so we can take them with us as well. I held on to those.
So the creature's still in this corridor, right?
No, it left and went
Oh, it
back
went
to the
back.
corner. Yeah.
Okay.
So you want me to go in there and try to, shall we
I-
say, reason with it?
Well, I mean, I don't. How powerful do you think your abilities are versus the undead?
This is a ridiculous question. The light is indefatigable, if you will.
Alright,
all
I'll
right.
come
So
with
Walter will. He'll shake his head. He'll place a gentle hand on the dwarf's shoulder and smile beatifically before tying himself off and proceeding down the hall with his holy symbol and the flask of holy water in. Oh no, he's got to have some light source.
I'll go
In
with you
one
because I
hand-
have the lantern.
Okay, you can hold the lantern.
Verl, meanwhile, other than his customary issuing forth his cousin's name to shield him from the curses of these big people, is just like, what's going on? This is what he says to Sparrow.
I'll say to him, there's some kind of creature in there. That's all you really need to know for now, I suppose.
Tell him it's his cousin.
A creature. Very well. Is it not my role to fight? It seemed that that your companion that I slew was a frontline fighter. Am I not? I should be in that role.
If you wish to come, you can, but it seemed like it was a creature of a bit more incorporeal nature, and perhaps are you versed in gods and, dealing with the dead?
His eyes grow wide, and then he issues a bunch of curses, and he says, "An incorporeal thing, and you fight it."
Well, perhaps try to banish it.
He nods and he says, "I must go. We must banish this thing."
Okay. All right. So three of us are going in with the ropes around. I have the lantern in one hand, and notably in the other hand, I'm holding the other lantern with the Eye of Chaos in it.
Okay. All right. Nice.
Have any of you ever heard that silver could avail against such beings? Like shooting them with my sling.
Do you have silver?
I do have 8 pieces of silver.
Well then, how about you come with us as well?
I'll give it a shot.
All right. Another one joins the group going back.
All right.
So Ross, you've been in this area for a long time. Nissa is just going to creep north up that corridor to that corner just to keep an eye down there.
Okay,
Yeah.
bro, there's a trap somewhere over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll
Just
hold
make
the
sure
rope.
nothing's coming this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
yeah.
Let's see.
So I have my lantern inside as well. Wherever we are, we can't see right now.
Now, this was the thing that was facing away from you in the corner. There's the one that you thought we could actually deal with. Yeah?
It immediately raises back up and screeches and flies towards you all.
Volter will brandish his, well, not really his, but the holy symbol.
Okay. I'll say that, you specifically prepared to do that. You came in here to do that, so you can do that first. You can have surprise. So let's start with turn. This is a 3 hit dice monster.
Okay, let me pull up my table real quick, like a responsible player. Oh, there's no turning table in the cleric class listing. Good grief.
Yeah, sorry, it's somewhere else. It's in the combat section, I think.
Yeah. It's not called Turn Undead. Is it called Rebuke or something?
I see it as page 42.
Destroyed. Oh, I found it. Okay.
Yeah, turning the
It's
undead.
Turning the Undead. Thank you, keyword search. Great. So I need a 10 or higher. I take it. This is turned as a ghoul. Am I understanding that correctly, Ross?
I have the chart here. It says you have to roll 2d10 to determine...
2d10.
I'm sorry, let's see. Number of dice equal to or greater than the number shown on the table. Yeah, so you roll 2d10, and you must... and it's by challenge level, actually. So let me get that. Challenge level...
Clerical level is 1.
This is challenge level 6. So you have to roll a... you are not able to, but you make the attempt.
I said I'd try anyway. I'm going to roll my 2d10, and I'm going to fail. I do my best.
You can throw the holy water at it.
Not this turn, I can't.
Yeah.
And And you can also attempt to roll to hit to throw silver coins at it. For
Can I
John.
sling it?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I've got it set up, with that.
Just chuck a d20.
Oh,
you can,
gotcha.
You can do it where you are. You can do Google Dice. Don't matter.
Yeah.
Don't
Okay.
worry about it.
This thing's gonna turn us, guys. We gotta.
That. Let's see. That was a 14, right?
Mm-hmm.
That misses, and in fact, that's what happens: is you miss, like it flies wild. Okay, and then what's Sparrow gonna do?
Yeah, I'm opening my other little cage, and I'm using the Eye of Chaos at it.
Did I give you its charges?
Yeah,
I
it's
believe
5 charges.
5 charges. I can double check.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh,
5 charges.
unless it used one when it blew that guy's top off in the.
No, you get. Oh wait, that's right. Yeah, you have 4 charges because it did that. That's right.
Well, I did do that. That happened
yeah.
between sessions.
Yeah, no, that's right.
That just happened.
Okay, nonetheless, roll damage, please.
Right, so that'll be 4d6 damage.
The odds aren't terrible. That might be it.
Oh. Well, 10 damage.
Okay, and I believe you get to save versus half. 10 damage, and let's see, is say
It's not
failed.
gonna do it for.
So, let's see, 13. You did no. How much damage did you do?
10.
11.
10.
It screeches as you blast it. It obviously hurt it, and you can see molten parts of energy falling from its ethereal clothes. This thing has almost been sent back into the underworld. Okay, top of the round, declare spells, including magic items.
Okay.
I'm gonna hurl the holy water.
Okay.
Let me double check, because I might actually have a flask of holy water as well that I can throw. Let me just double check.
Do you have magic missile?
The
I
dwarf
do have
thing?
it, yes.
That's a good point. The dwarf did not do anything, and he will curse, and he'll say, "Kill that thing," but he'll stand, and there's nothing. He doesn't have anything that he can
Okay.
do.
Okay. Okay, I do have a flask of holy water as well, so I will also throw a flask at holy water.
Okay. Well, this is gonna be an ugly initiative if it goes first.
All
Please
right.
remind me.
Indeed. And I'm going to roll randomly to see who's affected by this, by who gathers its
front.
attention.
I'm
All right.
out front and I'm trying to turn it. Please, 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 just hit me.
Roll initiative. You got to get a 5 or a 6.
5.
Well done.
Simultaneous. Okay, so this happens simultaneously. There are 4 of you. I'm going to roll a d4, and it's going to happen starting.
If I may, Ross, may I attempt something?
No, wait, hold on. Sparrow is
Go ahead.
back here, and that also makes sense. So it's actually going to be a d3, starting clockwise. And what are you going to say? You want to cast yourself in front of it?
I want to push the dwarf out of the way.
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, that's fine. So it'll try. Okay, so go ahead. What are,
That's
you
my
guys
attempt.
you guys are gonna throw holy water. Roll to. Yeah, I think it's a thrown weapon, so you got to roll to hit. That hits. That does not
Sorry?
hit.
And that doesn't.
All right, you can roll for damage. The person that got the 14.
Well, how much damage does holy water do?
Is it D6 against holy water?
As
does D6.
oil, I believe.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it is D6. That's even better.
Oh well, 1
Oh
down.
no! Oh, you hate to see it. Okay. Meanwhile, what is John's character? What is your character doing? Do you want to throw more silver?
Try that, yeah. Try
All right,
again.
yeah. Roll to hit. Meanwhile, I'm gonna see if this thing hits Martin's character. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, and you all are
Martin,
in
if you die, you
combat.
should come back to.
Oh, it hits. Oh no! Are you level 1?
Does it hit?
Maybe not. It's a 16.
No, I don't think I have my shield up, so I think and it's got +1 to hit, right? Because it's got a 3 HD. Yeah, it's gonna hit. Or it's got +3 to hit, right?
Yeah.
1 per HD for monsters.
Yeah, that's
that
right.
hits. We're not gonna get around that.
Okay.
It's been real, guys.
Yeah.
I did my job.
It's not just that he dies; it's that he ages like that scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark, like ages in front of you, and his flesh just molts and turns to ash, and then you see his skeleton as he like shakes, and then his skeleton turns to ash and dust, and he collapses. And
I thought I was gonna become one of these things. That's my next character.
Yeah, I mean, that's how long does that take? It's oh wait, I have it right here. It says,
Excite me.
no, if it doesn't tell me, it says it right here though. Give me a second. It says hold on. Yeah, 'cause
Surely it's not instant. That'd be too mean.
It'll be whatever it says. So yeah, that is a good point. I'm glad you reminded me of that. Thank you.
I'm reminding you. I've got DM brain, guys. I shouldn't be saying any of this stuff to him. We should have
Stop
5 charges
helping.
in the eye, and I should just be made of dust right now. I'm gonna mute myself. This is too much.
The white. Okay, the white. Any human killed or completely drained becomes a white. You are a white. There are 2 of them now.
Okay. Now's about a good time to tug the rope again.
Okay. Yeah, you tug on the rope. If you do that, they will get to attack you at +2, I believe. Let me find that. It is
Oh, hang on. I already took an action this round, Ross.
+2. Yeah, that's fair. Actually, I don't think that says that. I think it just says it's up to me.
Well, I'm facing the wrong direction. How about
You
that?
allow free attack from the enemy at +2.
So I don't see anything right now. Oh, actually, I do. Never mind. I see now. I was just on the wrong token.
These attacks. So you're going to tug on the rope, right?
Yes.
Okay. These attacks are going to be at your front line. Okay. So let's see.
Okay.
A nat 20 does hit. That's whoever's on the north side, and 18 also hits. All right. You're both level 1. You also turn into whites, and Sparrow is being dragged out of here.
As I'm being dragged, if the 4 in a line, can I do 1 line of the Eye of Chaos on all of them?
Yes, you can do that.
All right.
As you're being dragged away, you open the cage and just beam it down the hall.
All right.
Good.
That'll be 9 points of damage towards them.
Okay, let's see.
Roll my 3d8.
Okay, that destroys the one that started all this. And let's see about the rest.
I rolled 511 on my HP, Ross, if that's something you want.
511?
Yeah.
Yeah,
7 HP on
okay,
3d8.
yeah, I'll buy that. That slew that one. Hey, why don't you roll 3d8, John?
Oh, okay.
This is your next character. You can die 3 times in one session.
In one round. In one round, you can die twice. You can turn into a monster and then die again.
That's a lot of help.
That's not
This guy's a
helpful.
Terminator.
That wasn't good at all. That's unfortunate. Okay, 15 minus 9 is.
Well, I died twice in one round. I'll take that. That's my excitement for the week.
Is that a new record for you?
Yes.
Okay, that one is damaged, and then there's the dwarf, and I'll actually roll for that right now.
I feel so
1,
bad for
2,
the dwarf.
3.
I was trying to get him clear, man.
1. That's 9, and 3 is 12. So that takes out most of it, leaves him 3. Okay, so you were certain that you hurt these things, but there are now 3 of them in there, and Sparrow made it out.
2 of them left, right?
I'm sorry, 2 of them. That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So from what I see, does it seem like they are going to that corner?
They are about to. Now, if you want to expend another charge, you can try to attack them again if you want.
Okay. How much charges would I have left? I think I would have.
You'd have 1 left if you have 2 right now, so you'd only have 1 left. Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I'll do it. I
Okay.
mean, might as well, right? They're in the corridor. Might as well try to kill them people, because otherwise, this is gonna be an infinite loop of we go in and people are gonna die and become more.
Okay.
We're worth a ton of XP if it makes you feel any better.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah,
low damage though.
that should do it.
6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
That
8.
8. Yep, that kills them.
Okay.
And you banish these things. Now, we're almost out of time, so I assume you go back in and, set up whatever again and stuff. So you go in and you find 2 things on that. You find another pendant. It's another 250 gold. You find on a pouch a key.
Okay.
Do you want to do anything with these doors before you leave?
They're about all the time, so I'll say we just head back now. But I'm gonna assume. Can I look at the key?
Yeah, it's a big old school skeleton key.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna assume it's for the north door.
All right.
Wait. Did the south door have a lock as well or not?
When you looked at the south door, it did not appear to have a lock.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna assume this key was for the north door,
All right.
and then we'll head back.
Okay.
Take Volter's armor, please.
Sure. We'll carry whatever random gear as well that we can give to your next character.
You make it back.
Anyone you want. He had plate. It was the only thing he had.
Many of you perished. Some of you more than once. Some of you more than twice. But that ends the adventure for the night. Mythic Mountains RPG is a private online play club that focuses on folk RPGs. Folk RPGs are the games that belong to all of us. They're what actually happens at a table between friends. It's their voice that has the authority on what is fun and what works for them. Weekly, we upload our games to allow others to sit in with us. The channel isn't monetized. We don't own the artwork, music, software, or games shown in these actual plays, and you can find links to their authors in the description. Like, subscribe, and share if you wish, or don't. Just like games in person, you're welcome to pull up a chair, sit in, and watch some of our games. No performances, no fancy equipment, just regular people playing folk pencil and paper role-playing games and having a good time. We hope these games will prove a source of enjoyment to anyone just wanting to listen in, anyone looking for examples of how actual groups run and play folk RPGs, and most importantly, if you haven't found your group yet, you're welcome here at ours.